Secretary, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you for your service. On supply chains, we've spoken quite a bit about supply chains, and we learned that during the COVID-19 pandemic how fragile it is, and trying to make sure that we're able to meet the needs of the people. This administration, Biden administration, they institute a whole of government effort to assess what can be done to strengthen competitiveness and supply chain resilience, including that 100-day reviews. And later this year, I think you all will issue your first annual report to provide an update to the challenges, developments, and opportunities. So only thing, I know that we're running into these time frames and everything, so I guess what progress has the department made in confronting the supply chain crisis that jeopardize the supply of medications that patients are going to rely on and need?
Senator, look forward to working with you on that. As you know, this administration has used the Defense Production Act on several occasions to try to increase and expand our supply chain. A quick example. Last year, all the manufacturers of COVID test kits were not domestic. And we worked really hard not only to expand the number of testing kits that would be available for Americans to test themselves against COVID, but we worked really hard to make sure those were domestically manufactured. And today we have several in America that are domestically manufactured, which, by the way, they will begin to shut down those lines of production if we don't have the monies to guarantee that we will be able to fund test kits moving into the future.
You're being able to track manufacturing back. People are willing to come back into our manufacturing base.
Absolutely. You show them the support, they'll be there.
Okay. The other thing is on LIHEAP, the LIHEAP Low Income and Energy Assistance Program. We're having a hard time, and advocates both from back home, West Virginia, and nationally, challenging the states face administering this program. They're having trouble getting the people to administer the program and getting the money to be administered. So I guess quickly, have you all looked into this, and can you look into it on LIHEAP, how you can maybe help or make sure that money is getting there, or they have the administration that they're going to need, the support that they're going to need to get this money out, because it's just been very, very, very difficult for a lot of poor people.
Yeah. Americans need heat in the winter, and they need to be cool in the summer, and we will do everything. We've expanded LIHEAP. We will do everything we can, Senator, working with you and others to make sure that the resources that you all provided get to people who need it.
I think basically just helping them with their application approval process, that would help tremendously if you can look into that. The other thing is that I had one thing that I wanted to mention to you, I think we've talked about before. I've been trying to pass the Lifeboat Act, and the only thing it does, Lifeboat truly is saying that we're going to charge manufacturing of opiates 1 penny per milligram. That 1 penny per milligram goes to treatment centers all over America. Every one of us in every of our states have an addiction problem, but we have so few facilities, and the government can only do so much. But I think the manufacturing, that's a manufacturing fee. It won't be passed on as far as cost to the consumer, but if you're going to put this product on the market, you ought to know the damage it does. And right now we see lawsuits all over the country. I would hope you all would look in that and see if it's something you all could support. It's not onerous at all. It basically directs every penny to treatment centers. And the final thing I wanted to ask you about, the $10 billion that we're stuck on, I cannot believe it. What's it going to do? What risk are we really going to be faced if we don't get this funding?
Well, the $10 billion is certainly not enough to carry us to the end of the fiscal year, but what it does do, it lets us stay at the front of the line to make sure we're purchasing the medicines, the treatments, and the vaccines that we need moving forward. Without that, again, we could lose our place in line.
This is like the different variants. That first of all, we thought COVID-19 was over then. We've been told, Dr. Fauci told us that there are going to be different variations, and it's exactly true what he said.
Yeah.
And now we even have more. But what's the time element? Where are you going to be crunch time? If politics is being played, Democrats and Republicans got to come together for the health of all Americans.
Our scientists are telling us that in the fall, winter, we probably will see another surge. How big, who knows? But in order to be ready for that fall or winter, we got to start purchasing today, not in the fall or winter.
I know you all have a yeoman's task in front of you, and I appreciate the job you're doing, and I just want to make sure that we can help you and assist any way possible. So communications between the offices have been great, and I appreciate that. We need a lot more, and we're going to try to do all we can to make sure we can protect America.
Thanks, Senator.
Thank you. Thank you.